And we're live. There we go. Jeffrey Warfield, everyone. What's going on, bro?
Nothing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just excited for the future of DC, where it's going, where it's heading, especially with your tweet on Twitter, which was talking about Jared Leto's Joker, about like how what he did to Robin, and I was just like, hold up, I gotta retweet this, like I gotta make a video on it, and I gotta give you credit. So, well, first of all, like, where did you find this tweet? Like, where did this theory come from with the Joker?
um, really, really, I just kind of like browsed through it. I didn't even follow the person. I just found it from another guy who retweeted it.
Because I was just like, what? I was like, this is crazy. Because I don't know if that person did he work on the movie or did was he just like
Yes.
a oh he worked on the movie.
Mhm.
Oh, like I was like, no wonder because he has like so much insider knowledge on it. I was just like, okay, this has got to be this got to be legit. And the fact that I think was it your theory that Joker killed Robin in the Wayne Manor and he burned the building?
Yeah.
Oh wow, like where did that come from?
um, really, just thinking about it, really, why would really? I just asked the question of why would Bruce leave the Wayne Manor in ruins
Yeah,
when, like in the official DC webpage, it says that he just abandoned it
sure.
for some reason. But the fact that maybe that what if Jason Todd was killed in Wayne Manor
Oh, Dick
really
Grayson.
does have a lot of weight to it on why he leaves it in ruins because it's like Jason's crypt.
Sure, and I love the fact that because I always thought like how would Dick Grayson be murdered by the Joker? Like, and I did a video on it saying like, what if like he cut off Dick Grayson's legs because the costume looks like Dick Grayson had booty shorts on. So I'm thinking like, well, if Dick Grayson is a teenager, he wouldn't really wear something like that.
Y-
So I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I'm thinking like it would be like really twisted if Zack Snyder actually had the Joker chop off Dick Grayson's legs. I don't know if that may be too extreme, but you never know.
no, you're actually right on that because here's the thing: that dude also said that he that Robin suit
Yeah,
is a modified is actually the old Batman suit but modified to
gotcha,
Robin's capabilities.
gotcha.
So I don't think Batman would have booty shorts. So so
that
yeah.
that would be weird.
So yeah, I think he did actually cut his legs off.
Oh my god, like that would be brutal. If like I wonder like would Zack Snyder actually go that far to have like Joker really cut off Dick Grayson's legs? That's like that's too crazy for me to like to comprehend. I was like, wow. So I'm thinking like, okay, like is this gonna be? Because I'm thinking like, is Zack Snyder's Justice League? Is this gonna be like unrated? Is this gonna be like PG-13 or something like that?
I do know this. Someone asked if Justice League was going to be PG-13, and Zach replied saying, "Why would I make a basically saying like, man, forgive the kids."
The
So
kids
yeah,
don't know. So that's
so
something Zack
yeah,
Snyder would say.
so yeah, I think it's gonna be rated R.
That would be crazy. Like to have a rated R Justice League movie on HBO Max, and I love that because again, it gives complete freedom to Zack Snyder, and he doesn't have to worry about studio executives saying, "Hey, make this PG-13. Don't go too extreme with the death of Dick Grayson." And I'm just like, no, just let Zack Snyder do his thing, which is like what we all want.
Yep,
I just,
and and it also makes sense with all this craziness that with that when Jared Leto and David Ayer they've been saying that if you saw my performance you would have loved it.
Yeah. and I
Because
and I think David Ayer also said like his Joker was much more complex, especially with his relationship with Harley Quinn. And that's something that we never saw in Studio Squad.
yep, and also like the it actually is confirmed now that that Joker does know who Batman
Yeah,
is. He
that.
just Joker just doesn't acknowledge it because that would ruin the fun.
How do you feel?
Which
How do you
if
feel
you
about
think
that
about
choice?
it, like if you think, and which is also in the comics and is really messed up if you think about it.
Because I'm thinking like, okay, so the Joker he knows Alfred, so I'm thinking like, and I'm thinking that's why Joker burned down Wayne Manor because he was like, hey, I know your secret. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna have fun, so I'm just gonna like ruin your entire life, which which is like sick and twisted all by himself. Just like,
Oh
oh, that's so
wow.
cool.
Thinking about that now, like what do you like? Just imagine what he did to Barbara Gordon she's in this continuity.
That's true. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if Zack Snyder is ever going to introduce a Barbara Gordon in his universe now that he has more time to complete his arc,
Yep.
or maybe like maybe she can be introduced in the Batfleck series, like if they have
Mm.
some introduction that would be pretty cool
Yep.
because that's something that you could really play with, and especially since the three Jokers came out and the whole relationship between Barbara Gordon and Joker is like that's something that Ben Affleck would really excel at, just really honing in on those performances. It's like that would be crazy. I want to see that, a Barbara Gordon,
Yeah.
and especially with Carrie Kelly now. She's in Justice
Mm.
League. I don't know if she's gonna play a big part, maybe just in the Nightmare timeline alone, but that would be really cool since they're already introducing female Robins. So like I don't know why Barbara Gordon wouldn't be on that list to do by Zack Snyder.
Mhm.
See, like that's I would love to see that.
Yep. And really, and really, when people were talking about who was the dead Robin before it was confirmed that it was Dick Grayson, I was actually in the theory that it was Damian Wayne.
Interesting. Debbie, wait, you didn't think it was Jason Todd?
Yeah, I didn't think it was Jason Todd for some reason.
So you thought it was David Wayne?
Yeah.
That's okay. Like just because you thought it was like okay, well, what was it like? I, I'm interested to see like what your thought process was between like why you think it was David Wayne.
So the reason why I thought that was because I was thinking that nah, the Jason Todd would be too obvious, and
Yeah,
really just exploring the world of that really it was with the old the with Jimmy Olsen.
right.
It was Jimmy Olsen dying that led me to that because
Yeah,
when Jimmy Olsen died and he was a CIA agent, I was like, huh, it would be cool if Joker killed killed. It would be cool if Joker killed Batman's son to get to him.
that would be pretty cool. Well, in a way, Joker really did kill Batman's son because Dick Grayson in a lot of the comics, that's actually referred to him as, we see him as Bruce Wayne's son, Dick Grayson, a lot of times because he actually grew up with, Bruce Wayne and becoming Robin and then eventually becoming Nightwing. So just like, so the fact that, again, it makes sense for Bruce Wayne's arc in BVS that Dick Grayson died because that makes it much more personal for Bruce Wayne instead of a Jason Todd that no one really knows about other than hardcore comic book fans.
Yeah.
But the general public, they know Robin, they know Dick Grayson. So
Mm-hmm.
and I know some people like how do you feel about Dick Grayson dying instead of it being like a Jason Todd? Like were you happy with that choice?
Really, just like everyone else, I was actually shocked by that. Like it threw everyone for a loop, even Snyder fans, I believe.
Yeah, they were like, "What are you doing, Snyder? Stop ruining everything." We were on your side, Snyder. What happened?
Yeah.
But I liked it. I thought it was like, okay, that's cool because again, like it's not like we were ever going to see Dick Grayson in Zack Snyder's continuity anyway. Because I don't think he had any plans for using the character of Nightwing.
Actually, there was.
Oh, he was.
'Ca- Yeah, because apparently Justin McKay, he was actually going to direct the Nightwing movie in
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
DC.
yeah.
So, but then again, it's like, why would it be called Nightwing then, unless it was like a exploration of the multiverse?
True. And I don't know if it will be part of Zack Snyder's continuity. It might just be like the Joker film where it's completely own universe that has nothing to do with Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been interesting because I love the character of Nightwing. Obviously, I love Nightwing. So
Yep.
I would have loved to see. I think it was Chris McKay. I think that's the director's name. So
Yeah.
I would have loved to see his take on Nightwing, especially since he did the Lego Batman movie, I believe,
Yes.
which is awesome. So he knows that world. He understands these characters.
When I heard the news about that, I was like, really? The dude that did Lego Batman is doing a Nightwing movie?
Yeah. They were like, okay, that's odd. That's an odd choice, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go with it. Sure.
But yeah, thinking about all this craziness, it really makes you think about what that original Joker and Harley Quinn movie would have been.
True. Oh yeah. Because I think it would have been a much better than what we got in Birds of Prey, or because I think the relationship in Suicide Squad was that deep, complex, brutal, abusive Joker. But since everything that happened with BVS and the studio just completely butchering the Suicide Squad movie, it got completely chopped up and removed. But I think that's going to be in David Ayer's final cut of the film when we see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, and I don't know if that movie's gonna be PG-13 or rated R. I'm assuming it's gonna be PG-13, but just like really dark,
Mm.
which would be awesome because I want to see that R-rated or really dark theme.
Me too.
Just like,
'Cause-
it would be so cool.
So, cause yeah, really like Jared Leto was talking about, man, I'm gonna make Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger proud. And
Yeah.
hearing this, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like that you would make them proud.
Especially since there was a rumor that came out on Instagram that saying like Jared Leto's Joker and Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be much more creepier and much more scary than we've seen in previous incarnations. So I'm thinking like if that's true, then it's like I completely have faith in what Zack Snyder is going to do with Jared Leto's Joker.
Right. Which then I think, like, really, once again, like, Snyder fans are actually saying, dude, this is going to be the second chance. This is going to be what you were really meant to see. And then, and a lot of people who doubted Jared Leto as Joker, I think they're going, I think they're going to be backpedaling so hard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I could already see people be like, you know what? I really like Jared Leto's Joker. I actually didn't think he was all that bad. Just like they did with the Snyder cut. Well, once they saw the trailer, people were like, you know what? I kind of like Man of Steel now. You know what? I think BVS is actually a good movie. I want to give it a second chance. They were just like, all you people are just so fake. It's just like, just stop jumping on the bandwagon. Just like it's not cool. I just hate that. It's so annoying. But the fact that again, if this rumor is true that Jared Leto's Joker is going to be much more scarier in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that means that Jared Leto actually has a larger part than we all think he does.
Yep, because I checked the IMDb page, and apparently I also heard this from a few people that actually said that Jared Leto is actually going to be in all 4 episodes. So we're going to get a lot of Joker.
Oh,
Like,
I can't wait. We're gonna get a lot of Joker. hopefully we get more Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg, because he
Um,
said that because he said he's willing to come back because he loves
yeah,
playing the part.
and apparently Zach said that he has 18 minutes in Zack Snyder's Justice League, so he has his whole own little arc in there.
Oh, I can't wait. And Deathstroke as well. That's gonna be amazing. What do you think about this theory that Joker and Deathstroke? Because I believe this that they're gonna be in a nightmare sequence with Batman, like
Oh
teaming up with
yeah,
Batman. Oh, you believe that?
oh yeah, wholeheartedly. Like, can you imagine that? Like it's like action figures coming together. Like you have you have Zack Snyder in his little sandbox, and he's like, a cool team up would be Joker, Deathstroke, and Batman.
That would be
like
amazing.
like, can you actually imagine that? Like no one would have thought about that as a movie as a whole. Like, I would actually like to see a Joker and Batman buddy cop movie.
That would be amazing, especially since in the nightmare sequence we see that Batman has the Joker card strapped or taped on his gun. So Joker
hmm
is so I don't know if Joker actually survived, which I'm guessing he did, because if this theory that we have is correct, that he's going to be in the nightmare sequence teaming up with Batman before he died by Superman, because I believe that the nightmare sequence is going to be before everything that we saw in BVS, like prior to Batman's death and stuff.
You're right about that. You want to know why?
Why?
Because in the trailer, the when it shows the nightmare scene, the sky is blue, and in the comics and the terraforming process, it does eventually make the sky a orange reddish color,
Yeah.
and in BBS the sky is very orange, while in the trailer it's very blue, meaning that when the next time we see the nightmare sequence, we're actually going to be seeing it in the early stages.
Interesting. That's it. I never thought about that too. That's interesting. Oh my god, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. It's like I can't wait. Like
Yeah,
just thinking about it. So I'm thinking like, okay, if Batman and Cyborg and Flash, we all know they're alive. So what happened? What happened to Aquaman? What happened to Wonder Woman? I'm guessing they died.
yeah, because for Aquaman, you see the ocean is just completely
Yeah, wiped
gone,
out.
and and you see that and you see that Trident sticking down there with the Wonder Woman's shield.
Ugh, brutal. Or just like I hope they don't get killed. But I'm assuming Zack Snyder's gonna kill them all. Uh, Jared Leto can be a very good comic accurate Joker, in my opinion, because Caesar was in a campy show. Nicholson was Burtony. Heth was a more realistic take on it. This seems to not hold back on anything. It's true. Like Jared Leto's Joker is probably the closest to the comics visually.
yeah, yeah, because really really like, for me, people say that their favorite version of Joker so far was Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
which I can honestly see because it was kind of different.
Hmm.
But for me, my favorite incarnation right now is Jack Nicholson.
Oh, you like his Joker?
Yeah, I like his above everyone else's so far.
Because it's so campy and over the top.
Yeah,
I gotcha. I like Jack Nicholson's Joker. I think he was a solid Joker. And
yeah,
also it's sort of comic accurate because he falls into the vat of chemicals that turns his skin white.
yep,
So
and also Joker in the first initial comics was a gangster, but apparently now in the 21st century that we live in, for some reason Joker can't be a gangster.
yeah, it's so weird. Transformers and DC fan, what's up, bro? Did you guys hear about the release date being in March for the Snyder Cut?
Yeah, actually, I do actually believe that. I heard Grace said
Yeah,
mentioned that, but yeah, like if you really think about it, March was actually there's so many factors going into it being the release date because March 1st is actually when Zach was born, and most of Zach's movies,
come on in
if you
March.
actually are actually have actually come on March, and also sadly it was really the month that Autumn died. May she rest in peace. So
Yeah,
so really, like as you can see, like March really is a very has really a big impact on Zach's life.
sure. And also BBS came out on March 25th. So
Mm-hmm.
it would make sense for the Justice League trailer to release on the anniversary of BBS. It would be like a nice touch to the
No,
continuity.
but yeah, I think that's actually no. This is what I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking that the next trailer is gonna come out at November 17th, with the
Yeah,
hence the whole hashtag Us United event going on, which I'm all for,
yeah,
and like
that's gonna be
I'm
amazing.
yeah, and really like and really I just think that it's gonna be in March 1st because what apparently the Zack Snyder's Justice League code name is Project 166, and and Zack was born on March 1st, 1966.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So yeah,
that would make sense. That would be pretty cool.
so yeah, really like so really like yeah, I've been on board with the whole March release date from the very beginning, even way before Grace said it.
Do you reckon if the Snyder Cut is a major success, they will bring Affleck back? Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes, and this is actually pretty funny. Actually, Scoot, it was actually this Twitter handler. He called. I don't know his actual name, but he claims to have actually been part of the Ben Affleck movie before it was canceled. Like he actually wrote the script and it was going to be part of the production. And
Nice.
he's and he said and he was talking about how in the 2015 Fantastic Four scene where Doctor Doom is walking in that hospital like a beast,
Yeah,
he said
exploding
he
heads.
yeah that he said that hospital was actually going to be used as Arkham Asylum before it was canceled.
Oh,
And then someone actually replied trying to say like, "Man, I like Ben Affleck, but then he sent like this troll gif like we're never gonna get it, like never gonna get the Ben Affleck series, and then the guy replied saying, I wouldn't bet on that."
oh wow. He actually said that?
Yeah, he actually said that. I still have the picture. I still have a screenshot of it.
Nice. Because we all know when the Snyder Cut is a success. I fully agree that HBO Max is gonna like completely crash when that movie is released because everyone wants to see it. I think
Yeah.
once HBO Max, the executives wants to see the numbers, I have no doubt in my mind that they're already in talks with Ben Affleck to come back. Like they already have something planned, maybe to brush off Ben Affleck's script that he had with Deathstroke and Joe,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's going to happen, and I think that's going to be the main setup for, which is why they're bringing back Jared Leto Joker, they're bringing back Joe to play Deathstroke. It only makes sense for them to continue that storyline and to because they need content on HBO Max, and
Yep.
you think nobody is going to watch a Ben Affleck show? Batman on HBO Max with Deathstroke and Joker. Come on now, like
Yeah, and you don't, and if you don't want to see a live action fight with Deathstroke versus the Batman,
you're
after
crazy.
seeing the warehouse scene, if you don't want that Deathstroke versus Batman scene, you're crazy.
Yeah, like
you're
everyone wants to see that. I have kind of changed my mind about Affleck. I really want to see him come back and get a second chance. Well, I think a lot of people, when Ben Affleck was first announced and they saw the movie, they were kind of like put off by his Batman, especially like the darker, more violent version. But now, like most of Zack Snyder's movies, over time, once they see it over and over again, it starts to make sense. Like, oh, okay, like they warm up to it.
Yeah, because I actually remember this tweet, and this was and this is the tweet word for word. This guy said, "I watched Man of Steel 7 times, and finally I like it."
7 times. It took you 7 times to get like it. Wow. Only took me
Yeah,
once.
yeah, it took me once,
But I'm
but
glad. I think was it Mario or something? I think he's like a movie guy on Twitter.
mm.
But I think I saw the same similar tweet, and it was like, oh, okay, well at least we got one more on board. If they do the Batfleck series, they need to bring whoever worked on the warehouse scene. Oh yeah, I have no doubt.
Who? You mean Zach's? You mean Ben Affleck's stunt double?
Yeah, or the
Oh yes,
like the stunt team and the people who choreographed the entire sequence. That's gonna happen.
yeah, yeah, and also apparently Barry Jenkins got rid of Zach's stunt team for Wonder Woman 1984. So the action is going to be interesting to see that one.
Do you think Patty and Zack Snyder have this weird relationship where she doesn't really like Zack Snyder's take on Wonder Woman? I don't know. It's very weird to me.
I do know this. I think so because back in BVS, what there was this article that Film God brought up that Patty actually didn't want Gal as Wonder Woman. She was
Yeah.
actually completely against it.
So,
So yeah, I think so that they do have a weird relationship,
yeah.
especially now with what Grace says. Apparently Wonder Woman 1984 might get another delay, this time at June of next year.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that that will mean that Wonder Woman 84 will be after will be after Zack Snyder's Justice League, which at this point, like I actually do Patty Jenkins right now. I
Yeah.
like like at this point, I bet she's like, dude, just release it now. I'm tired.
Well, if they release it in 2021, then at least we have like multiple DC films to watch because we got Snyder Cut, we have Wonder Woman, and we have Suicide Squad, the James Gunn Suicide Squad. So at least we
Yeah.
have like multiple films in that year. Which, how do you feel about James Gunn's Suicide Squad? Are you excited for that, or are you just like, eh?
As of right now, like I think it looks pretty good as a good old fashioned war movie. I do like the style he's going for.
Yeah. I,
So yeah, like I'm open to it.
I'm excited for it because I like James Gunn's take on certain things. So I think the Suicide Squad fits him a lot more than let's say a Superman film or something like that. Because I don't think he's right at all if he directs a Superman film, which I hope
Yeah.
never happens. Truth, I have a question. If they were to cast a Joker for Robert Pattinson, the Batman, who would you like to play the Joker?
Johnny Depp. Johnny,
Johnny
like I've
Depp.
been saying it for the longest time. Johnny Depp.
Oh man, I don't think that's gonna happen, especially since he got fired off of Fantastic Beasts. Like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna give him like a major part.
but Yeah, I'm still saying Johnny Depp because for me, like, really, I'm completely against Amber Heard at this
Yeah.
point. Like,
Like that was unfair that they fired him and yet she still keeps to keep her job. It's like,
yeah, and I actually did see this YouTube video of a lawyer going on with the case of what happened and how and Johnny Depp was found guilty,
yeah.
and she says like, and I might send you the link to it.
Mm,
And she says like, man, this just doesn't make any sense. There's just too much bias for Amber.
yeah. Just like I don't understand it, but it is what it is. As far as your question, Wolf, who would like to play the Joker? To me, I think it would be really interesting if they cast an older Joker. So for me, I would cast William Defoe as the Joker because like he's been like so many on Fancast's wish list for William Defoe to play the Joker. So to me, like if I was to cast like an older version, I would cast William Defoe as the Joker.
Yeah, that too. He'd be my second
Yeah.
choice.
or since he's in the same team in Warner Brothers, I would cast the actor who played the killer clown in It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. If they want a
Really?
younger Joker. Yeah.
I can't see that. I
Yeah.
really can't.
Have you seen the It films?
Yeah, I
You didn't like
really
it?
can't. I do like it, but I just don't think he can do that performance. Cause, cause really, like for me, he's doing like a alien type thing, while Joker is just a person in clown makeup who's crazy. So for me, it's like with judging by those two performances, I really can't see it.
So like it would be interesting to see if they cast who they cast their Joker, because I don't know if they want somebody younger, the same age as Robert Pattinson, or they want someone older. Again, I think William Defoe is a little too old at this point, especially since he's already in the DC universe playing Volko and Aquaman. So if they don't choose him, like I don't know, just cast someone who can play the part really well. So I don't know if
Yeah,
I don't know if that's going to be an unknown or an established actor, but you know we'll see. Like either way, I'm excited for the Batman because I think that movie's going to be amazing. Truth 100% agreed because William Defoe, he's got great chemistry. Yeah, and he's worked with Robert Pattinson before in the Lighthouse movie. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I did.
Oh, how'd you like it? Did you find it too weird?
Like, yeah, like to me, it's like it's too weird. Like for me, I kind of like a good balance of it, but to me, it was like too weird.
Yeah, I was watching it. And I'm just like, what is going on in this movie? I was like, okay, like I gotta jump off because this is too weird. But I'm thinking, what like specific scene are you looking forward to in the Snyder Cut? Is it the resurrection of Superman? Is that what you're like looking forward to?
Really, it's multiple scenes
Yeah.
actually. The For one take, really, the nightmare scene,
Oh, can't wait.
the the history lesson
Yes.
because that's a whole 20 minutes, and and also and meaning that there's probably dialogue in
Exactly.
there, and and also man of some Man of Steel and BBS flashbacks
Hey, I'm sure.
because of because apparently hey because apparently there's actually going to be some flashbacks from before Man of Steel in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. So, because apparently the and there's actually a scene that when Superman is in the water after he taking care of the oil rig
Yeah.
during that cut, he Aquaman saves Superman because he sends the whales to him.
Nice. Oh yeah. But I thought that was like just like a fan theory or
Oh
did I?
no, that was actually confirmed by Jason Momoa and Zach.
Oh, nice. See, I love this whole world building that Zack Snyder is doing. It's so cool, man. Just like I love to see it, especially with the history lesson. With you saying it's being like over 20 minutes long, that means we're gonna get more backstory with Darkseid and how he gets the Omega beams and all that stuff, which is like amazing.
Yeah, and apparently there's like a whole scene dedicated to Ares versus Darkseid, which
Oh,
man, I cannot
yeah.
wait. Like,
Especially like, have you seen the behind the scenes footage of the stunt team working on that battle with like Steppenwolf and the act,
yes,
like that alone looks amazing. So the fact that that's going to be in the movie directed by Zack Snyder, you know that's going to be stunning. Just like, oh,
right.
it's going to be so cool. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to hear Darkseid's voice. I can't wait to see how the Omega beams work. Like is it going to have the same trajectory of turning left, turning right, going which zigzag all over the place? That's going to be amazing.
Right. So, do you think that the original Doomsday is the dark side?
The original Doomsday's Darkseid?
Yeah,
Uh,
because
I don't think so. Because I know in the Man of Steel commentary, Zack Snyder said that Doomsday exists on Krypton, that he actually destroyed the moon on Krypton, and he's still around. But I don't think I think Darkseid is going to be Darkseid. I don't think he's going to have any connection with Doomsday or anything like that.
well, apparently in the Man of Steel prequel comic, Zach actually did say that Doom's Zach actually did say that do that. Well, actually, yeah, you might be right because Zach actually said that in the Man of Steel prequel comic that that Doomsday is in there. You just don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So, which which if you haven't read that comic, I really do recommend it. Like it's really great.
Especially Supergirl. Like we know
Yeah.
Supergirl exists in this world with the prequel comic. So I'm thinking like, okay, if she's gonna be in the history lesson, or maybe someplace in the movie, maybe an end credit scene, like that's still a mystery that we still don't know about, and we don't know if Zack Snyder is actually gonna use that character.
I think he is.
You think so? You think she's gonna be in the movie?
Yeah. You all right? Oh, okay. Okay. What's going on here? Uh, Barcelona B. He. I need to get the prequel comic. I just found out about it the other day. Yes, you do need that prequel comic,
Oh
man.
yeah, it should be available because
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
And it actually leads to there's a scene in Man of Steel when Clark Kent is walking through the Kryptonian ship and he sees the open pod. That's the same pod that we saw Carol escape from in the prequel
Hmm.
comic, which is fucking amazing. Supergirl is controlled by Darkseid and is with him, same as Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. I know in the animated movie, the Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, and the comic book, but
Yep.
the, but everyone's like has this theory that Supergirl is in the movie and she's like under and she's brainwashed by Darkseid and she's part of the female Furies in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like I've heard this theory like float around and I love it. It sounds amazing. I wish that could happen.
I have heard that a theory that Grail is going to be in it
Yeah, because I know some people think that
because
Supergirl is actually going to be Grail, which I was just
mm,
like, which it would be interesting to see.
it would be interesting, but but at the same time, but really, I think looking at Grail in the comics, I think that looking at Grail in the comics, like if you actually know who Grail is, and the comics side, I think that Zach will actually go for that interpretation because apparently Ray Porter actually said that his dialogue is actually going to be very Shakespearean,
Yeah,
and if you know Shakespeare in any way, then you know that his books are his books are usually tragedies. So
that would be pretty cool.
so maybe Grail kills Darkseid because I do know this. Fabian Wagner actually said that Zack is actually evolving his arc as he's going along now that he has free range. So that means in Justice League 2, we might get something completely different from what was told from us before.
That would be insane. That would be
Like,
insane. I don't think Darkseid's gonna die just yet. But that's an interesting theory. I was just like, would you imagine if Darkseid dies? Just like what? That would be like I will blame Jeffrey. I'm like Jeffrey, this is your fault. You planted this idea. uh, what's up, Barcelona B? Thank you for coming on. Did I mention how much I love Zack Snyder? We do too. He seriously blows me
yes,
away with every comic book movie. I mean,
right,
like he is a visual master. Like when it comes to visuals alone, like no one touches him.
right.
Especially like you see scenes in Man of Steel and BVS, like those scenes alone, just it's just like art. It's art. It's beautiful.
Right, like imagine like seeing Zod
No, God,
versus
no.
like when I see that Zod versus Superman by Man of Steel, it feels like you're watching a live action anime.
Yeah.
You got Dragon Ball like you got Dragon Ball fans saying this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a Dragon Ball movie.
And Zack Snyder would make an incredible Dragon Ball Z movie.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Girl. Yeah, but I think Grail might be introduced in this movie, but I don't think she's gonna be Supergirl. I think she's gonna be her own character. Again,
Yeah.
if Grail is introduced, again that would like leave more setup time for like Justice League 2 and Justice League 3 to really flesh out this character in the sequels,
Yeah.
which would be amazing.
Yeah, and the parent and really Jay Leva actually teased a whole nightmare series in between his JL 2 and 3.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
on HBO Max or just like
Maybe.
oh
Maybe.
my god. Oh my god! Can you imagine a Nightmare series, standalone series?
Right.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Did you see HBO Max posted a Man of Steel clip on YouTube? Yeah, yeah, they
Yep.
posted the first flight scene,
Yep.
which is still amazing. It's still one of the best
Yeah.
scenes in the movie. Oh,
Yeah, like it's really great. Like every time I see that scene, it makes me feel like a little kid. Like it really makes me feel like a little kid.
like the whole scene is just perfection. Like the way he comes out, the cape flapping in the wind, the music, and him just like kneeling with the fist on the ground, and the ground just shaking and swelling up. Oh, like it's like that whole scene again. Zack Snyder
Oh,
visuals perfection.
oh, oh,
Zack Snyder already confirmed that we will see the whole Darkseid family at the end of the Boom Tube. Oh, really?
yep.
Oh,
I
wow.
forgot about that. So really, like, yeah, Grail is going to. So yeah, really, I'm saying that. So really, like my theory, if Zack is evolving his arc from as Fabian Wagner says, which I believe in,
Yeah.
if he was evolving his entire arc, I think the main villain is going to be Darkseid's daughter.
Hmm.
And if you, and once again, if you don't know the comics, she she is no joke. Grail is no joke.
Like
She plays
she's a savage.
like if you think Zack Snyder's Joker is plays no games. He makes Grail makes Joker look putty. Like,
Grail is a savage, and for those,
yes.
this is Grail for those who don't know.
Yep.
That's Grail.
Yep.
I
Half.
love that look.
Yep. Half apocalyptian and half Themysciran.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Like that's a bad combo right there.
That's gonna be amazing. I watch that clip once a month. Or do you? Wow. The first flight. I watch the Man of Steel end fight scene with Zod and Superman like almost every day. I love that scene.
Yes.
It's so epic, and people like complain about that scene about the destruction and all that. It's just like stop it. Like the scene is
Yeah,
amazing.
and I heard that someone said that the fight it looked sloppy. I'm like, dude, what do you mean it looks sloppy?
Yeah, he's just a troll. Just
Like,
trolling. It's like what? Like what is sloppy? Like what are you talking about, bro? It looks amazing. Like the choreography between the two actors is so
right,
cool. It actually
right, and you
shows.
could, yeah, and you could feel the power and speed going through them.
Yeah,
and and people say like, why didn't, and speaking of speed, I'm just gonna go on this whole thing about like how people say, oh, Superman just could have used his super speed, no one would have saw him. Like, think about this, like you see Fiora using super speed in the Smallville fight scene with humans using guns, and they see her movements, and now think that people are looking directly at Jonathan Kent, and then they see Superman is gone 1 second and then is back another.
yeah.
You don't think they're gonna put two and two together and find out?
And the whole point of that scene was for Jonathan to keep his son's his secret, and and
Right.
and Jonathan Kent would do anything to make sure that his son is safe and to protect his secret, to protect his identity. That was the whole point of that scene.
And, and even if you didn't get it visually, his Clark actually said it right after. Straight up, he said, "My My father he died, sacrificed himself because he believed the world wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So really, if you didn't get that scene, that means you just weren't paying attention. Like,
You were just hating and trolling as usual, just like shitting on whatever Zack Snyder. Breaking news: Joss Whedon directs Justice League Part Two and the Batman movies. Other news: riots have been breaking out worldwide with signs. They say, "Do you bleed? You will." Bro, if Joss Whedon ever directed Justice League Part Two or the Batman, I think I would stop. I think I would jump out the window.
yeah,
Like that, like no, please, for the love of God. Let's be real. Perry knows Clark is Superman, or Perry White. Yeah, I think he
yep.
knows. I think he knows the Superman too.
Actually, you're right on that because apparently that scene was actually going to be that. Actually, if you think about it, yeah, because that scene is actually in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah,
When Perry, Lois introduces Superman as Clark Kent to Perry White, and he's like, "I knew it was you all along." Which, if you think about it in hindsight, like in between movies, like you could have you could have Perry sending Superman to like secret black ops sites for reporting.
true. That
With
that would be amazing. Especially since you have to explain how Clark Kent came back from the dead in Justice League. So how are you going to get around that one?
and,
They have to know.
and also like the fact that they look very similar, like like Superman doesn't wear a mask. All he has all Clark has is glasses.
Yeah.
So
And like big
and
shirts.
and with how funny and with how Perry is usually used as comedic purposes, I would imagine him saying like, of course it's him. He looks very similar to you two. Look very similar, and you both died at the same day. No
Yeah.
way. No way you're not. No way you're. No way. I'm shocked. You're Superman. Like I went. Like bro, the comedy Perry. The comedy that Zach can use for that scene alone with Perry.
It'll
I
be amazing.
like that's a huge gold mine to
Yeah.
be a jab at the whole glasses as a disguise thing.
I mean, Clark and Superman both die at the same time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep, and
So
they
people would be like, okay, well, he's Superman clearly. Like people are not dumb in Zack Snyder's world, especially with Lois figuring out Superman was Clark Kent like in a minute.
yeah, and even Goyer, David as a Goyer was like, I mean, we have to do that because it would make her look stupid. We can't do that.
Yeah. And the fact that people had problems with Lois Lane figuring out so easily and so fast, I was like, yeah, that's the whole point. She's a reporter, an award-winning reporter. You're telling me she's not going to figure out that he's Superman in like that? Like that makes no sense, especially in this realistic world that Zack Snyder is doing. It only makes sense, and I don't know why people don't understand that.
Yeah, and people say the same thing, have the same criticism for Lex, and I'm like, dude, Lex isn't a reporter, but he has many resources
Yeah.
at his disposal that he knows that he can find out anything at all. Like, why do you think he has those files on on the entire Justice League?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, possibly for because the studio told Zack to put the Justice League in there, but at the same time to show that Lex does know the other supers' identities.
And that makes Lex much more threatening and much more like powerful. The fact that he knows every single Justice League member, that makes him much more essential to the story,
Hmm.
which is awesome. That's why I don't like the older versions of Lois Lane. They make her seem dumb, in my opinion. Yes, yes, especially like the older comics from like the '60s. She's like she never figures it out. And they did the same thing on Smallville, on Lois and Clark with Dean Cain. That she never put two and two together. That Clark Kent is Superman. It's like, bro, just take off the glasses. It's like it's right there. It's so obvious. How do you not know
Right.
this? So again, that's another thing that Zack Snyder said. You know what? This is dumb. This is stupid. Let's just have her figure it out like real fast, and people just like lost their minds. But
Yeah,
now people are coming around to it.
yeah, and people say that Jimmy Olsen dying was also a bad idea, but at the same time, I mean, the dude made Jimmy Olsen a CIA agent.
Yeah, he made
That
him
made
badass.
that made me want to see how Jimmy Olsen became a CIA agent. I want to like I actually want an HBO Max series of how Jimmy Olsen became a CIA agent.
That would be amazing. That'd be pretty cool. And it's funny because once Jackson had killed them off, all of a sudden people were like Jimmy Olsen fans. And I'm just like, first of all, like you don't like Jimmy Olsen. Like, stop pretending that all of a sudden you're like this big Jimmy Olsen fan. Like, you're not.
Yeah, right.
You're only complaining that Zack Snyder killed him off because you hate Zack Snyder. So it's just like,
Yeah, cause really like yeah, I didn't really care. Cause really like love it like I didn't care for Jimmy Olsen at
yeah.
all. But now the fact that he was a CIA agent in the Snyderverse, I'm like, yo, how did he become a CIA agent?
Yeah. It's
Like
like, come on now, stop that. If they didn't kill off Jimmy Olsen, they probably wouldn't have given him the cry for help watch. Are you talking about the Superman watch?
Okay.
The little watch that he wears to beep to call Superman? Yeah, that would be interesting if they ever did that. But I don't think they would
Yeah,
do that.
that would be stupid.
Yeah. It's like, no, that wouldn't fit in Zack Snyder's universe. I'm glad they did that.
I don't even think it would. I don't think it would even fit
No.
in the MCU verse.
Oh, oh, no, the MCU verse would probably do some stupid shit like that. It's, Jimmy Olsen has fans. Apparently, he does. Apparently, like so many
Jimmy
people love Jimmy
Olsen.
Olsen.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen is either Jimmy Olsen fans were born in 2016 in BVS, or Jimmy Olsen fans were quiet.
And if you really love Jimmy Olsen, then Zack Snyder can just say, "Oh, that was Jimmy Olsen's older brother, and here's the younger Jimmy Olsen," and you can put him in the Superman movie if that's what you want to make fans happy. 'Cause-
and apparently Jenny in
Yeah.
the Daily Planet, that's Jimmy Olsen's sister.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So in a way, like, you don't, even though Jimmy Olsen is dead, you do kind of have like a Jimmy Olsen, like a guess I can just say it's female version of Jimmy Olsen and Jenny Olsen.
So there you go. You have a beautiful
So
Olsen sister.
yeah, so yeah, for those who don't know who Jenny is, now you know that Jenny is Jenny Olsen.
Yeah, she was the one who was trapped under the rubble in Man of Steel when she was like screaming for Perry White to help her.
Yeah,
That's Jimmy
yeah,
Olsen.
and that scene got me a little when we thought that Perry and Jenny and that other dude was going to die. That
Yeah,
really did get me. Like,
that's a great scene, especially with the world engine with Superman like holding his fist in the air. He's trying to get up and rise.
yeah,
That whole scene is perfection. I loved it.
Jimmy Olsen. we,
We shall rise from the shadows, Jimmy Olsen fans. All two of you, Jimmy Olsen fans, we will rise up.
Rise.
But hey, maybe he'll be in Justice League Part Two. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Especially since we're wrapping this up, like I'm excited to see what Martian Manhunter is gonna do because I don't believe that Martian Manhunter is just gonna have this small little role. I don't believe. I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play a bigger part in the movie. But Zack
I,
Snyder is just not saying anything.
I think he's gonna be part of the final battle, actually,
I think so
but
too.
not in the sense, of taking on Steppenwolf. I think he's gonna be doing something on the side
Yeah,
that because with Desaad there, Desaad might be doing something else on the side. So while the league is taking care of the Steppenwolf, Martian Manhunter might be taking care of the side.
that'd be interesting. What are you talking about? I love Jimmy Olsen. He needs a watch to call his crush to save himself. Yeah, that's essentially what it's for. Superman, help me, please. Superman, I love you, Superman.
Yeah.
Please help me. He might be in the nightmare scenes. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, that would be amazing. Because I know some people will be like, no, it's just gonna be that scene where where he talks to Lois and he transforms back into General Swanwick. But I think Zack Snyder has more plans for him. I really do. But he just doesn't want
Yeah,
to say anything.
because yeah, like, really, I don't think Zach is the dude to just be like, "Oh, here's Martian Manhunter," and then it's like,
Yeah,
"Peace
that's
out."
it. Yeah. It's like, okay, thanks for stopping
like,
by.
like that's really stupid. And
Yeah.
considering that Martian Manhunter is one of the main he can't one of the main guys of the league. Like I can really see like I just can't see it being a one off scene like, hey guys, that's all folks.
Yeah, I think Zack Snyder is gonna have something much more cooler in mind for for his Martian Manhunter. And Jimmy Olsen, somebody say, yeah, he was a Smallville. There you go. Jimmy Olsen was a Smallville. And real quick, I also believe that Zack Snyder is gonna film the Dark Side boom tubing into the Batcave to kill Lois. I think he's gonna do that scene too,
Yes.
which
And
it would be amazing.
and and really just one more thing. I think that since 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 Lois is in the Batcave, and what if before she dies, you have Lois using some of the Bat gadgets in the Batcave to try to fend off Darkseid. To me,
Oh,
that's peak. To me, that's peak Lois Lane.
yeah,
Like,
she dies a hero, just goes out in a blaze
yeah,
of glory. That would be amazing. And I can see Zack
yeah,
and Zack Snyder. He loves writing like powerful women, so I could totally see like Lois Lane doing something heroic before she dies. Like that would be
yeah,
amazing. Oh
yeah, and that would really be a lot more emotional because you're seeing her try to fight off Darkseid, but at the same time, you feel that despair of Lois, and at the same time as Lois is fighting, you're
yeah,
hoping that she lives through it. But at the same time, you feel that despair that you know she's gonna die.
yeah. That would be like Barcelona. Barcelona would be a wreck if that happens.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm
Jimmy
gonna be
Olsen
a
fans
wreck.
love James Ryder. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Jeffrey Warfield, it was a pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming on because
Thank you.
I love your takes. I watch your videos, so thank you as always for coming on. It was awesome to have you here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, yeah, and thank you to everyone, the Prince of Puzzlers, Igor, Transformers, Wolf, Barcelona B, Amshri, and I think that was it. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the stream. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe to Jeffrey Warfield. He's on Twitter and YouTube, so make sure you do that. You know, bless the man. He's doing we're all doing the Lord's work and loving DC. So as always, support DC, love DC, and we'll see you guys later. And as always, truth out, baby.
Peace.